Before you switch off the lights tonight and settle into bed, I want to ask you for just a few minutes of your attention. What I'm about to share could change the way you think about protecting one of the most valuable parts of your body. Not your heart, not your muscles, but your brain, your memory, your ability to think clearly, and the experiences that make you who you are, all depend on the health of this remarkable organ. Yet many people don't realize that the final hour before sleep may be one of the most important opportunities of the entire day to support it. Most of us think of bedtime as the moment our bodies simply shut down for the night. But nothing could be further from the truth. While you're asleep, your brain is incredibly busy. It sorts through the events of the day, strengthens important memories, removes waste products, repairs cells, and prepares you to wake up ready for tomorrow. In many ways, your brain works harder while you're sleeping than most people ever imagine. The question is this: are you giving it the nutrients it needs to do that job well? Tonight, I'm going to introduce you to several ordinary foods that research suggests may help support healthy brain function when they're included as part of a balanced evening routine. These aren't expensive supplements or trendy products promoted on social media. They're everyday foods that can be found in almost any grocery store. Some contain nutrients that help support healthy brain cells. Others provide compounds that contribute to restful sleep, healthy circulation, or normal communication between nerve cells. When combined with good sleep habits and an overall healthy lifestyle, they may become valuable additions to your evening routine. My name is Dr. Morgan Andawala, and for many years I've studied the relationship between nutrition, healthy aging, and brain health. Throughout my career, I've met countless older adults who believed memory loss was simply something they had to accept. Many were convinced that forgetting names, misplacing everyday items, or struggling to recall recent conversations was an unavoidable part of growing older. While some changes naturally occur with age, research continues to show that the choices we make every day, including what we eat, can influence how well our brains function over time. That's why this conversation matters. One thing that often surprises people is that the final hour before bed isn't just a time to avoid unhealthy snacks. It can actually become an opportunity to provide your brain with nutrients it can use, while carrying out many of its overnight repair processes. Before we continue, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me your age in the comments below, and let me know whether you've noticed any changes in your memory over the past few years. Maybe you've started forgetting where you placed your keys. Perhaps names don't come to mind as quickly as they once did. Or maybe you still feel mentally sharp and want to keep it that way for as long as possible. Whatever your experience, I'd genuinely like to know. Reading your comments helps me understand what people are experiencing, and it also helps build a community where we can encourage one another to stay healthy and informed. Now let's begin. Tonight we'll count down 5 foods that may help support healthy brain function when enjoyed as part of a balanced evening routine. Each one offers something different. Some provide powerful antioxidants. Others contain healthy fats that contribute to normal brain structure. Some supply protein and amino acids that support restful sleep and overnight recovery. And the final food on today's list may surprise you, because many people have been told to avoid eating it in the evening. We'll get to that shortly. But first, let's understand why bedtime nutrition matters so much. Every day your brain processes an incredible amount of information. It stores memories, solves problems, controls movement, regulates emotions, coordinates hormones, and keeps every organ in your body functioning around the clock. Naturally, all of that activity produces wear and tear. Fortunately, your body has built-in systems that become especially active while you sleep. During deep sleep, your brain begins organizing memories formed throughout the day. Information that's important is strengthened. Less useful information is gradually filtered away. At the same time, your brain also works to remove waste products that accumulate during waking hours. Think of it as a nightly housekeeping service. The better your sleep, the more efficiently these important processes can take place. Nutrition plays an important supporting role in all of this. Your brain depends on a steady supply of vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, antioxidants, and amino acids to maintain healthy cells and support normal communication between neurons. Unfortunately, many older adults unknowingly end their day with foods that offer very little nutritional value. Some skip eating altogether because they worry about late-night calories. Others choose sugary desserts or heavily processed snacks that provide energy but very few nutrients. Neither extreme gives the brain what it needs for overnight maintenance. The goal isn't eating a heavy meal before bed. It's choosing foods that nourish your body without disrupting your sleep. Small, consistent habits often have a much greater impact than dramatic changes that are difficult to maintain. That's one of the most encouraging lessons we've learned from nutrition research. You don't have to completely transform your lifestyle overnight. Sometimes replacing one unhealthy evening snack with a more nutritious option is enough to begin building a healthier routine. And that's exactly what we're going to explore. We'll start with a fruit that's small in size, but remarkably rich in compounds that researchers continue to study for their potential role in supporting healthy brain function. Despite being available year-round in most grocery stores, many people underestimate just how impressive this little berry really is. Let's begin with a food that's small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, but powerful enough to earn a place on almost every list of brain-friendly foods. Blueberries. Most people think of blueberries as something to sprinkle over cereal or blend into a smoothie. But these tiny berries contain natural plant compounds that have attracted enormous interest from researchers studying healthy aging and cognitive function. Their deep blue color comes from compounds called anthocyanins, a group of antioxidants that help protect cells from oxidative stress. As we grow older, oxidative stress and chronic low-grade inflammation can gradually affect many parts of the body, including the brain. Imagine your brain as a city connected by millions of tiny roads. Every thought, every memory, and every decision travels along those pathways. Over time, inflammation and oxidative damage can make communication between those pathways less efficient. That's one reason many people notice changes in memory or mental sharpness as they age. Antioxidants help protect those cells from everyday damage, allowing your brain to continue functioning as efficiently as possible. One reason blueberries receive so much attention is that many of their beneficial compounds are able to cross the blood-brain barrier, the protective system that carefully controls what enters brain tissue. Once there, these natural compounds may help support healthy brain cells and contribute to normal communication between neurons. Several studies have suggested that regularly including blueberries in a balanced diet may support memory, learning, and overall cognitive performance in older adults. While no single food can prevent memory decline on its own, blueberries have consistently remained one of the most promising fruits in nutrition research. Timing may also play a role. Enjoying blueberries in the evening provides your body with these nutrients before your brain enters its most active period of overnight maintenance. A simple serving of about half a cup of fresh or frozen blueberries can easily become part of a healthy bedtime snack. If you want to make them even more satisfying, combine them with another food that's next on our list: Greek yogurt. This simple combination doesn't just taste good, it also brings together protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and antioxidants in one easy meal. Now let's talk about why Greek yogurt deserves such a high position on today's countdown. Most people recognize Greek yogurt as a good source of protein, but that's only part of the story. Compared with regular yogurt, Greek yogurt contains more protein because much of the liquid has been removed during the straining process. That thicker texture also means each serving provides a greater concentration of nutrients. Protein becomes especially important as we age. Our bodies naturally become less efficient at maintaining muscle and other tissues, and the brain also depends on amino acids, the building blocks of protein, to support many normal functions. One amino acid found in Greek yogurt is tryptophan. You may have heard of it before because it's involved in producing serotonin, a chemical messenger that contributes to mood and well-being. Serotonin is also used by the body to produce melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. Healthy sleep is one of the most important factors for protecting memory. During deep sleep, your brain organizes information gathered throughout the day, strengthens important memories, and carries out many repair processes that help keep your nervous system functioning properly. Supporting good sleep with healthy evening habits can therefore play an important role in maintaining cognitive health. Greek yogurt also contains slow-digesting casein protein. Unlike rapidly digested protein sources, casein releases amino acids gradually over several hours. That steady supply provides your body with nutrients throughout much of the night while you're asleep. Many researchers believe this slow release makes Greek yogurt an excellent evening protein choice for older adults. Another valuable nutrient found in Greek yogurt is calcium. Although calcium is often associated with strong bones, it's also essential for normal nerve signaling and muscle function. Many varieties are fortified with vitamin D as well, another nutrient that supports overall health and is commonly lacking in older adults. Don't overlook the probiotics either. These beneficial bacteria help maintain a healthy digestive system, making it easier for your body to absorb nutrients from the foods you eat. Better digestion means your body can make more effective use of the vitamins, minerals, and protein you're providing. When shopping for Greek yogurt, choose plain varieties whenever possible. Many flavored versions contain large amounts of added sugar that reduce their overall nutritional value. Instead, add natural sweetness by mixing in fresh blueberries, sliced strawberries, cinnamon, or a few chopped walnuts. This creates a delicious evening snack that's rich in protein, antioxidants, fiber, and healthy fats. If you're sensitive to lactose, lactose-free Greek yogurt is widely available, and many people also tolerate yogurt made from goat's or sheep's milk quite well. The goal isn't finding the perfect food. It's creating simple habits you can maintain consistently. Imagine ending your evening with a bowl of plain Greek yogurt topped with blueberries. In just a few minutes, you've provided your body with protein, beneficial bacteria, vitamins, minerals, and powerful plant compounds, all while avoiding heavily processed desserts that often contain excess sugar. Small choices like this may not seem dramatic in the moment, but repeated night after night, they become part of a lifestyle that supports healthy aging and overall well-being. And we're just getting started. The next foods on our countdown contain nutrients that help support normal brain structure, healthy nerve function, and memory. One of them has even been nicknamed brain food for generations. And modern nutrition research continues to uncover new reasons why it deserves that reputation. Now we arrive at the third food on our list, and it's one that has earned a reputation as brain food for good reason: walnuts. At first glance, they may look like any other nut, but walnuts are nutritionally unique. In fact, they're one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. While your body still needs marine-based omega-3s, which we'll discuss later, walnuts provide valuable healthy fats along with antioxidants and plant compounds that contribute to overall brain health. There's another interesting detail many people notice. The shape of a walnut even resembles the human brain. Although that's just a coincidence, it's fitting because walnuts contain several nutrients that support healthy brain function. Along with omega-3 fats, they're rich in vitamin E, polyphenols, magnesium, copper, and other micronutrients that help protect cells from oxidative stress. As we age, our brains are constantly exposed to free radicals produced during normal metabolism. Over time, those unstable molecules can place stress on brain cells if they aren't balanced by antioxidants from a healthy diet. The natural antioxidants found in walnuts help support your body's defenses against that everyday wear and tear. Healthy fats are equally important. Your brain is made up largely of fat, and many of its cells depend on healthy fats to maintain flexible, efficient cell membranes. Those membranes allow nerve cells to communicate quickly and effectively. When those connections function well, learning, memory, and mental processing become much more efficient. Researchers have explored the relationship between regular walnut consumption and cognitive performance in older adults, And several studies suggest that people who include walnuts as part of a healthy dietary pattern tend to perform better on certain measures of memory and thinking. Of course, walnuts aren't a cure for memory problems, but they can become one valuable piece of an overall brain-friendly lifestyle. A small handful, about 1 ounce or roughly 14 walnut halves, is generally enough to provide meaningful nutrition without adding excessive calories. Try enjoying them on their own, mixing them into plain Greek yogurt, or combining them with blueberries for an evening snack that's rich in healthy fats, protein, fiber, and antioxidants. That simple combination creates a satisfying snack while supplying your brain with several nutrients it can use overnight. Now let's move to the second food on today's countdown: raw honey. This one often surprises people because honey is usually thought of as little more than a natural sweetener. But high-quality raw honey contains much more than natural sugars. Unlike highly processed honey that has been heavily heated and filtered, raw honey retains naturally occurring enzymes, antioxidants, and plant compounds that researchers continue to study for their potential health benefits. It's important to understand that we're talking about small amounts. This isn't an invitation to eat large spoonfuls of honey before bed. Moderation is the key. Used wisely, a teaspoon or two of raw honey can become part of a balanced evening snack. One reason raw honey attracts so much scientific interest is because it contains flavonoids and polyphenols, natural compounds that help protect cells from oxidative stress. These antioxidants work alongside those found in fruits and vegetables to support overall health, including the health of your brain. Another interesting area of research involves sleep. Your brain relies on quality sleep to organize memories, process information, and carry out important repair work. Some researchers believe that a small amount of natural carbohydrate before bed may help support stable overnight energy for the brain, while also encouraging relaxation in certain individuals. When paired with protein, such as Greek yogurt, honey's natural sugars are released more gradually, avoiding the rapid rise and fall in blood sugar that often follows sugary desserts. That's one reason this combination has become popular among many nutrition professionals. If you choose to include honey in your evening routine, look for raw, minimally processed varieties whenever possible. Adding 1 teaspoon to plain Greek yogurt or stirring a small amount into warm herbal tea can provide natural sweetness without relying on heavily refined sugar. Just remember that more isn't better. Too much sugar, even natural sugar, is still more sugar. Keeping portions modest allows you to enjoy the flavor while maintaining a balanced approach to nutrition. I remember a patient named Robert, a retired engineer in his early 70s, who came to see me because he was becoming increasingly frustrated with his memory. He wasn't experiencing anything severe, but he found himself searching for words more often, forgetting small details, and feeling mentally slower than he used to. Rather than relying on expensive supplements, we focused on improving his daily habits. He began eating a more balanced evening snack that included plain Greek yogurt, a few walnuts, fresh blueberries, and occasionally a teaspoon of raw honey. He also improved his sleep routine, became more physically active during the day, and paid closer attention to his overall diet. A few months later, he told me he felt mentally sharper, more energetic, and far more confident. Now, everyone's experience is different, and healthy foods aren't a substitute for medical care. But stories like Robert's remind us that small, consistent lifestyle changes can make a meaningful difference over time. By now, we've covered blueberries, Greek yogurt, walnuts, and raw honey. Each one contributes something unique: antioxidants, healthy fats, protein, beneficial plant compounds. Together, they help create an evening routine focused on nourishing your body rather than simply filling your stomach. But we've saved the most important food for last. In my opinion, it's one of the most valuable foods you can include in your diet if your goal is supporting long-term brain health. And despite years of mixed advice about eating it, modern research continues to highlight why it deserves a place on the table, especially as we get older. We've reached the final food on today's countdown, and if you've stayed with me this far, I think you'll understand why I saved this one for last. Fatty fish, specifically salmon, sardines, and mackerel. For years, many older adults were told to be cautious about eating these foods because of concerns about fat. Today, we know the conversation is much more balanced. These fish contain some of the most valuable nutrients your brain can receive, especially as you grow older. The real stars are two omega-3 fatty acids known as DHA and EPA. Unlike plant-based omega-3s, which your body must convert before using efficiently, DHA and EPA are already in the form your brain can readily use. That becomes increasingly important with age, because the body's ability to convert plant omega-3s naturally becomes less efficient over time. Think of DHA as one of the primary building materials your brain relies on. Your brain contains billions of nerve cells that constantly communicate with one another. Those messages travel across tiny connections that allow you to think, remember, learn, solve problems, and recognize the people you love. Healthy cell membranes help those signals move quickly and efficiently. DHA plays a major role in maintaining those membranes. When your diet regularly supplies enough DHA, you're providing your brain with nutrients it needs to support normal communication between neurons. EPA contributes in another important way. It helps support a healthy inflammatory response throughout the body, including the brain. While inflammation is a normal part of the immune system, long-term chronic inflammation has been associated with many age-related health concerns. Including omega-3 rich foods as part of a balanced diet is one way to help support overall brain and heart health. Fatty fish offers much more than omega-3s alone. Salmon, for example, is an excellent source of vitamin D, vitamin B12, selenium, iodine, and high-quality protein. Vitamin B12 deserves special attention because many adults over the age of 60 don't get enough of it. Low B12 levels can contribute to fatigue, tingling sensations, and difficulties with memory or concentration in some individuals. Because vitamin B12 is found naturally in animal foods, fish becomes an excellent way to increase your intake. Vitamin D also plays several important roles throughout the body. Most people associate it with bone health, but it's also involved in muscle function, immune health, and normal nervous system activity. Another fascinating nutrient found in salmon is astaxanthin. This naturally occurring antioxidant gives wild salmon its rich pink color and has attracted considerable scientific interest because of its ability to help protect cells from oxidative stress. Researchers continue to study how compounds like astaxanthin may contribute to healthy aging. One of the reasons I recommend eating fatty fish in the evening is that your brain performs many of its maintenance and recovery processes while you sleep. Although no single food can guarantee better memory, providing your body with nutrients before a full night's rest gives it access to important building blocks during that natural recovery period. A modest serving is all you need. About 4 ounces of baked or grilled salmon, sardines, or mackerel, 2 or 3 evenings each week, can fit comfortably into a healthy eating pattern. Avoid deep frying whenever possible. Simple cooking methods like baking, grilling, steaming, or lightly pan-searing preserve both flavor and nutritional value without adding unnecessary saturated fat. If fresh fish isn't always available, canned salmon or sardines packed in water or olive oil can also be practical options. Healthy eating should be realistic. The best choices are the ones you can continue week after week. Imagine ending your evening with a light meal of baked salmon, steamed vegetables, and a small serving of whole grains. Or perhaps a bowl of Greek yogurt with blueberries and walnuts on nights when you want something lighter. These meals don't rely on expensive supplements or complicated recipes. They're built around ordinary foods that have nourished people for generations. That's one of the things I appreciate most about nutrition science. Again and again, we discover that many of the healthiest foods aren't exotic at all. They're simple, affordable, and available in nearly every grocery store. Protecting your brain doesn't require chasing every new health trend. It begins with consistently making thoughtful choices that support your body over time. And that's exactly what these 5 foods represent. Blueberries provide antioxidants. Greek yogurt supplies protein and beneficial bacteria. Walnuts contribute healthy fats and important micronutrients. Raw honey offers natural sweetness, along with beneficial plant compounds when enjoyed in moderation. And fatty fish delivers omega-3 fatty acids, high-quality protein, and several vitamins that help support healthy brain function. None of these foods are magic. None of them replace medical care or guarantee perfect memory. But together they create a strong nutritional foundation that supports healthy aging and overall well-being. The encouraging news is that you don't have to change everything overnight. Start with one habit, then another. Small improvements practiced consistently often become lifelong routines. And in the final few minutes, I'd like to leave you with a few simple thoughts that may be even more important than anything we've discussed so far. Before we finish, I want you to remember one important idea. Your brain isn't asking for perfection. It's asking for consistency. Many people believe they need an expensive supplement, a complicated diet, or the latest health trend to protect their memory. But in reality, some of the most meaningful changes often begin with simple daily habits repeated over time. The foods we've discussed tonight aren't miracle cures, and they won't erase years of unhealthy habits overnight. But they can become part of a lifestyle that supports healthy aging, better nutrition, and long-term brain health. Think about what we've covered. Blueberries provide powerful antioxidants that help protect brain cells from everyday oxidative stress. Greek yogurt offers high-quality protein, along with nutrients that support healthy sleep and overnight recovery. Walnuts supply healthy fats and important micronutrients that contribute to normal brain function. Raw honey, enjoyed in moderation, can be a natural alternative to heavily processed desserts while providing beneficial plant compounds. And fatty fish delivers DHA, EPA, high-quality protein, vitamin B12, vitamin D, and other nutrients that play an essential role in maintaining healthy brain cells. Individually, each food has something valuable to offer. Together, they create an evening routine focused on nourishing your brain rather than simply satisfying your appetite. But nutrition is only one piece of the puzzle. If you truly want to protect your memory as the years go by, combine these foods with other healthy habits. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep whenever possible. Stay physically active. Challenge your mind by reading, learning new skills, solving puzzles, or having meaningful conversations. Spend time with family and friends. Manage stress. Keep chronic medical conditions under control with the guidance of your healthcare provider. And don't underestimate the importance of regular checkups, especially if you notice significant or persistent changes in your memory. Protecting your brain is rarely about one dramatic decision. It's about hundreds of small choices made day after day. Every healthy meal, every evening walk, every good night's sleep, every glass of water, every moment you choose to care for yourself. Those decisions may seem ordinary today, but over months and years, they can become the foundation for a healthier future. I often tell my patients something I hope you'll remember long after this video ends. Growing older is a privilege. Growing older while keeping your curiosity, your independence, and your ability to enjoy the people you love is something worth investing in every single day. The habits you build tonight don't just influence tomorrow morning. They help shape the years ahead. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Start with one small change this evening. Maybe it's replacing a sugary dessert with Greek yogurt and blueberries. Maybe it's adding a handful of walnuts to your routine. Or perhaps it's planning to include salmon in tomorrow night's dinner. Whatever you choose, begin. Your future self will thank you for every healthy decision you make today. If you found this video helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 bedtime foods are you most excited to try first? Have you already included any of them in your routine? Share your experience in the comments below, because your story might encourage someone else who is looking for practical ways to support their brain health. And while you're there, let me know what topics you'd like me to cover in future videos. I read your comments carefully, and many of my videos are inspired by the questions and experiences you share. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss upcoming videos focused on healthy aging, nutrition, memory, and practical strategies for living an active, independent life. If you know someone, a parent, grandparent, spouse, sibling, or close friend, who might benefit from this information, please share this video with them. One thoughtful conversation can inspire a healthy habit that lasts for years. Thank you for spending part of your evening with me. I'm Dr. Morgan Andawala, and it's my goal to help you make informed choices that support your health, your confidence, and your quality of life. Until next time, take good care of yourself, stay curious, keep learning, nourish your body with intention, and never stop investing in the incredible brain that has carried you through every chapter of your life. I'll see you in the next video.